When I first became a CEO, I thought working more hours meant getting more done. I was up till 2 a.m. every night, inbox open, replying to everyone, feeling busy, feeling important. And I was losing. Deals were slipping. My team was confused. My health was falling apart. Then something changed. Not my workload, my system. Today I run a multi-million dollar operation. I take 12 weeks of vacation every year. I'm home for dinner with my kids almost every night, and I work fewer hours than I did in year one. What I want to share is exactly how smart CEOs structure their day, not to work harder, but to make every hour count so much more that the results become almost unfair. Here's the first thing most CEOs get completely wrong. They wake up and immediately react. Phone out, notifications, email, Slack, WhatsApp. Within 60 seconds, they've handed their brain to everyone else. And now the most powerful cognitive window of their entire day is gone. See, your first 90 minutes every single morning, that's where empires are built or lost. I protect that window like it's a boardroom meeting with my most important investor. Because it is. The investor is me. Every night before I sleep, I write down the one thing, the single most important task that would move my business forward the next day. Not five things, one. When I wake up at 4 a.m., I don't check anything. I go straight to that task. No email, no news, no social media, just pure output on the thing that matters most. Most people think morning routines are about journaling and cold showers. That's fine, but that's not the point. The point is to protect your best creative hours for your most important work. Funnel those 90 minutes into sales, fundraising, the product decision you've been avoiding. Whatever your biggest bottleneck is right now, attack it violently every single morning. Pillar 2. I don't have white space in my calendar. None. Every single block is allocated. Most leaders look at a 30-minute gap between meetings and think, great, I'll catch up. That gap becomes scrolling. That gap becomes reactive emails. That gap becomes nothing. My assistant and I sit down every Sunday night and we look at the week ahead. If there is a 15-minute window, a 30-minute window, anything, we fill it intentionally. 15 minutes? Perfect for a first-time connection I'm not sure about yet. 30 minutes? Great for coaching a direct report or pushing a project decision forward. 90 minutes? That goes to a big boulder, one of those complex projects that needs real focus to move. Here's the thing nobody tells you. A packed calendar doesn't mean you're busy. It means you're intentional. Busy is reactive. Intentional is designed. The difference between a CEO running a $2 million company and a CEO running a $20 million company is usually not talent. It's how they treat their calendar. Your calendar is your strategy made visible. Pillar 3, batch your work. Stop context switching. It is silently destroying your output. Here's an analogy I use with every leader I coach. Count from 1 to 26 as fast as you can. Most people do it in about 5 seconds. Now say the alphabet, A through Z. Same thing, about 5 seconds. Now try to alternate. 1, A, 2, B, 3, C, all the way through. Most people lose track completely. And if they finish, it takes nearly 90 seconds. That's 18 times longer to do the exact same information in a different order. That's context switching. And you do it dozens of times a day. So I batch everything. Video days are video days. I'll shoot 8 pieces of content in one session. Internal team meetings get stacked into one 3-hour block on Tuesday afternoon while I'm on my stationary bike at low intensity. Creative writing, strategic thinking, investor decks, that all lives in the morning. I don't let other people's urgency break my batches. If someone needs me during my creative block, they wait. My output is worth protecting. Now here's where it gets interesting. Pillar 4, what I call net time, no extra time. This is the concept that changed my relationship with productivity completely. The highest performing CEOs I know don't work more, they stack their time. They layer value on top of value in the same unit of time. Every Tuesday morning at 6:30 a.m., I take first-time meetings on a mountain hike. Not in an office, not on Zoom, on a trail. Two reasons. First, I want to see if they're serious enough to show up at 6:30 a.m. That filters out 90% of time wasters immediately. Second, I get my workout in, I get fresh air, and I have a high-quality conversation. 1 hour, three things done. I've also paid for someone's flight to travel with me just so we could have a conversation I'd been meaning to have for 6 months, worth every dollar. I do internal meetings on my bike trainer. I listen to past recordings of important calls at 2 times speed while I run. I read in the hot tub during recovery. See, the secret isn't finding more hours. It's multiplying the ones you already have. Pillar 5. Design your day around energy, not just tasks. Most people protect their weekends. High performers protect their mornings. Your brain is not a machine that performs equally at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Mine isn't. Nobody's is. So I map my work to my natural energy curve. Early morning, peak creative output. That's when the big thinking happens, the writing, the strategy. Late morning, collaboration, because I'm still sharp but now socially warmed up. Afternoons, calls, external meetings, reviews. I'm still present, but I'm not burning my best fuel on things that don't need it. Before dinner, I close every open loop. I do a 10-minute wind down where I write down anything unresolved from the day and assign it to tomorrow's calendar. So when I sit down with my kids, I'm actually there. Not mentally running through the deal I didn't close or the email I forgot. Present, fully. Because here's the truth. If you can't be present at dinner, you can't be truly present in your boardroom either. Energy management and life design are the same discipline. Here's what nobody tells you about being a high-performing CEO with a family. The calendar system that protects your business also protects your relationships. Date night is in the calendar. Mountain biking with friends is in the calendar. Time with my sons Max and Noah in the calendar. Not because I'm robotic, because if it's not scheduled, it gets eaten. Life doesn't protect what you don't defend. I've watched brilliant founders destroy their marriages, their health, their friendships, and called it sacrifice. It's not sacrifice, it's poor design. So let me ask you something honest. Pull up your calendar right now, or just picture it in your head. Does it reflect what you say matters most, or does it reflect everyone else's agenda for you? Your calendar is not a to-do list. It is a mirror of your actual priorities. If sales is your biggest problem and it's not in your first 90 minutes every morning, that's a leadership problem, not a sales problem. If your family is your most important relationship but date night keeps getting canceled, that's a design problem, not a love problem. The system reveals the truth. The gap between knowing and doing is a calendar block. I've met people who've read every productivity book, watched every video, taken every course, and still feel behind. Because knowledge without a system is just inspiration with a short shelf life. You need to take what you know and put it somewhere on your week. Sunday night, 10 minutes. Look at next week. Find your big rock. Book the 90-minute block. Fill the gaps with intention. Do it again the week after. That's it. That's the system. Embarrassingly simple, incredibly rare. Being an effective CEO isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right things at the right time. Protect your mornings. Fill your calendar with intention. Batch your work. Stack your time with net thinking. Design your energy curve into your schedule. And protect your life the same way you protect your business. If this gave you even one idea to take back to your week, subscribe. I share this kind of thinking every single week.